So, hi everyone, this is Priyanka.
Hi guys, I'm Kevin.
Hey guys, I'm Anirudh.
We are first year students from the Symbiosis School of Banking and Finance. I know everyone's pretty stressed out and nervous. It's SNAP exam in the next 2 days. So, right now we are here to share a few preparatory tips that one can follow, as well as some tips that you would want to implement while giving your exam. So, I hope this helps every one of you all. So, Kevin, what do you think that students should focus on in these 2 days?
Okay. Yeah, so there are many things that one can focus on, but there are a few things that you should completely ignore. I mean, for me, what I did was I didn't start anything new during the last few days before the exam. What I did was I focused on my strengths, on my strong points. I revised and practiced them again and again and made them stronger. And I didn't do anything new, or especially for subjects such as quant, I just focused on my strong points and practiced them again. What worked for you, Anirudh?
So initially, I always struggled with time management, especially when appearing for examinations. And I suppose a lot of our viewers also appear for several other examinations. So what sets a snap apart is each question is divided into smaller, like you divide the questions as per time, and you realize it's very short. You don't get more than 30 or 45 seconds per question. So your time management plays a very important role because it shouldn't become like another paper. You start strong, and by the end, you're just trying to finish it off, marking anything, and you don't want vague answers.
Yeah.
So, in order to maximize your chances to the college, I suppose it's important to test your strategy and play according to your strengths, like you had mentioned previously.
Yeah.
Priyanka, what are your views on this?
So for me, when I had just 2 days remaining for SNAP, I think I forgot about all those notes that I had made and I focused more on giving mocks. And I gave about 2, 3 mocks in a day. And then I used to analyze my mocks and see, okay, so this is where I'm going wrong. And then I go and I just practice those kind of sums. So for me, doing mocks in the last 2 days just helped me a lot because I think that is something that I think all the students should focus more on giving mocks because it also helps with time management. Yeah, so that was
Exactly. I think a
yeah.
lot of people, what they do is during the last 2 days, which I've observed, right? I kind of followed it up to a certain degree, but then not too much. So what people do is on the last 2 days, they analyze the mocks that done previously and they try to test out what works, especially in their stronger sections. And then you see accordingly, like
Yeah.
if you have a weaker section, you just go through the questions so that in case it turns up in the exam, you
Hmm.
at least know the basic idea behind it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
Yeah, so personally, I didn't practice even a single mock. So I mean, I won't recommend this, but what I did was I collected 10 to 15 past SNAP papers. I went through all the questions and their solutions, and I tried practicing similar kind of questions. So I didn't practice a single mock. All I did was practice what the previous SNAP papers had. And
I mean, yeah, I think that is one strategy someone could use if they don't want to give mock papers and focus more on the last year papers. That is something that students could also do. Okay, speaking of what you should do during the paper, more like everybody is going to be so confused which section to start with. Should I do verbal first? Should I do logical reasoning first? But then I think that depends on the person itself. It depends on their strong points. If someone is good with verbal, I think they should go with verbal first. And if someone is not good with cons, they can keep that towards the end because you want to focus most of your time on sections which you know you can ace. So I would suggest you plan your strategy that way with the sections. You either do verbal LR if they are your strong points, or you can do quants first if that's your strong point. What do you guys think?
so I love quants and I went for quants first, but there were a few questions which I didn't know. So for that, what I did was I invested some time in them for them. I invested like 30 or 45 seconds per question. But after 1 minute, I just gave up on those questions and I moved forward for every
Yeah.
question. So what I'll suggest is that don't waste more than 1 minute for any single question. What do you think, Anirudh?
So like she had mentioned stronger points. So I suppose what comes in here is each person is kind of like we have a liking And a majority I've realized is a lot of people like verbal is just like fun. It's like you want to relax, you start with verbal. And a lot of people, what they do, they keep verbal for the end. And it's not a bad thing, but I just feel quants is too heavy to start with. It drains you out. And second, by the time you're reaching the reading comprehension of verbal, you're almost done with it because you've done LR. Now LR also has stats and graphs. So suppose what you can do if you're going by that strategy is you go to verbal but start with grammar. Once you start getting them right, your confidence goes up. And once that is done, see, either way, completing all the reading comprehensions is going to be hard because it's a huge paper, and plus they have tricky questions. So at least pick the easier ones, see if you can scan through them, and use, like, there are a lot of shortcuts you can use to attempt the paper, and you go ahead with that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so I would like to share my personal experience that happened on Snap Day. So because everybody was panicking, like what's going to come for the paper? Did we cover this? Did we do all the topics? So what I did was I tried to go through new topics and new concepts on the main day, and I started to panic because I was like, okay, I did not, do this part in cons. I didn't go through my, geometry bit, and I was really nervous. So what I did was I went through all these formulas again, and honestly, nothing was really retained in my brain. So I think that's where I went wrong during my snap on the main day, especially on the main day. It's something I request students to not do. Don't be like me. Don't do that.
Exactly. So students try to focus on the bigger things, and then they start forgetting the smaller things, like carrying a proper pen, a pencil, a scale. I mean, all of this are just the basics. And people start panicking, they start sweating, they forget what they have to write, they forget to carry a basic pen with themselves. So that is what you have to focus on. Don't panic and just remember the basics.
Yeah. Also, like, assuming I also gave a personal experience, what happened while giving the paper is there are certain rules that are given. You have to go through the screen. So just like you prepare for other exams, and I did go through the screen, but at the back of my head, I'm trying to calculate something. I'm like, if this question comes, I didn't see one line that said if you click enter, it will lock your screen. I wholeheartedly went and clicked enter. It locked my screen. It locked my paper. Guys, please don't do this. Read the entire rules and regulations. Really, just focus on the exam. See, what you've studied is a very small aspect, because at the end of the day, if you've studied all of it but you can't apply any of it, then there's no point. And like Kevin said, it's like the smaller things that come into a bigger picture.
I completely agree with what Anirudh and Kevin are saying. That's the thing. Like on the last day, people tend to stress so much, and then because of the stress, even after so much practice and so much hard work they did, and then they won't be able to attempt the questions because of stress, because they are nervous, because that just makes you blank. When you see the screen, you just forget everything that you've studied. So what I would suggest, at least on the examination day, just don't do any extra studying. Just make sure you go through your formula sheet and just the key concepts that you've written down, and you're good to go. And the rest, you just got to leave it at your preparation skills. Whatever you have done, you will only get that. You won't get anything extra
New out of it.
Yeah, so this is what happened with me. When I went to the center, there was this girl who was sitting right next to me, and I saw her studying till the last moment. And when the exam started, when she wanted to write, she was literally shivering. So that is what I wanted to say. Don't study till the last moment. Just focus on what you know, and trust me, you'll be good to go. Don't worry.
That's something interesting. Yeah, please guys, don't study last moment. I mean, it also depends. Like I started my snap prep 4 months before. So for 4 months, I think whatever I did was more than enough. And my mistake was that, yes, I started panicking, but don't do that, guys. Whatever has to happen will happen. Just go with the flow and give it your best.
Exactly. I suppose it doesn't matter like how long you've studied, as long as the way you've studied it in. If you can retain it, it's well and enough. And second, I guess it's all on, again, application. You can study all of it, and then at the examination hall, like a very common thing that happens is you go blank. And that's what's the sole reason, like Kevin said, last minute you take up something that you can't handle. It's
Yeah.
like bite into something you can't chew. So I guess that's the thing. And I think what I've realized after giving Snap is Snap was a very small aspect of my MBA journey, at least, because I realized that there's so much more. There's GE Pivot, and that's like a whole different world, because that's where you're starting to compete with other people. Snap is just a competition with yourself, and I think that's what matters in the end. It's the ability to maybe shut out your emotions and maybe just give the exam, have fun with it.
As Priyanka mentioned that she started her prep 4 months before the exam. So in my case, I started my prep just 1 month before the exam. So I was really confused as to what I should do. So what I did was I collected 10 to 15 years ka snap papers, and I tried solving especially the quant section in those papers so that I get to know the kind of questions that they ask. I mean, I know the pattern won't be the same, but at least the level of difficulty will be the same so that I can focus on that and complete and try to complete it on time. So that is what I did.
That's what, it's not the end of the world. I mean, there are so many more examinations to give. Just make sure you're just confident and you know that you gave your best, and that's more than important. Yeah. Okay, well, that was a lovely discussion. So before we conclude, guys, what is this one last thing you want to tell the students?
Kevin?
Kevin?
Yeah. So what I did for the last month before my exam, I used to go and play every day. I love playing football, and I did that every evening. And remember one important thing, guys, always stay hydrated. It is really important for you. Always keep a bottle near you, just like I'm doing right now.
Wow, that's cool.
So I'll just say pick up something that makes you happy, something that helps you relax, whether that be a guitar or, like he said, sports, anything that just kind of chills you down. If music chills you down, go ahead. Go listen to as much music as you want. As long as it gets you in that groove. I think a lot of people also watch motivational videos prior to going to the
Yeah.
examination center. You can do
They
that.
do.
As long as you feel like Milkha Singh, it's okay. You can run in the paper also.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Kevin and Anirudh. Everybody deserves a breather. I mean, you can't just study for the entire day. It's going to damage your brain and nothing's really going to go in. You need to do things you love. So please do make sure that you're running, you're dancing, or doing whatever makes you happy. So yeah, thank you guys. And I hope these pointers help you in your examination, and all the very, very best for Snap.
All the best, guys, and do well.
All the
Thank you.
best, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.